Well, the joys of getting married and starting a family fit together like puzzle pieces, but the reality for many couples is those pieces don't always fit in the traditional sense. National infertility data finds about 9% of men and 11% of women experience fertility issues.
So for those wanting to have a child that is genetically theirs, surrogacy is an option in certain states. Weekend anchor Tatiana Cash takes us on a journey of gestational surrogacy for local couples.
The doctors are like, you're fine, just keep going. That kind of, I just knew something was wrong. And we ended up finding out after many tests, many different doctors, that we were both born with chromosomal translocations.
Since 2013, Anuja and Maul kept having miscarriages. News of their chromosomal translocations meant neither of them could give the correct number of chromosomes for a sustainable pregnancy, meaning this local couple was going to run into this heartbreak time and time again. In fact, their genetic makeup is so rare, only 1 in 10 million couples have even experienced this kind of hardship.
The likelihood of you guys creating a genetically healthy embryo is going to be 1 in 64.
And while their story is rare, across the U.S., data shows 1/3 of infertile couples is due to the man. Another third is due to the woman. And the final 1/3 could be both. But that's where Zain Sharma, co-founder of Gift of Life Surrogacy, comes in.
It's the best feeling. So hopefully everybody will leave home happy with a baby. We are so pro family building. That's our mission.
In 2021, the 3-year-old Sylvania, Ohio agency has birthed 7 babies. Shama couldn't be happier. She wants families to know they have a choice.
Everybody is welcome in our agency. And mainly, if you think about the heterosexual couples, they go through so much until they get to our door saying they need a gestational care. But then again, if you think about the gay couples, that's where they start.
Surrogacy is in 2 forms, traditional and gestational. Traditional uses a surrogate's egg for fertilization, whereas gestational houses the parent's or donor's embryo, ensuring the surrogate is not the biological parent.
Now in more and more states, and in most states, traditional surrogacy is frowned upon. It's gestational surrogacy the only way to go, because that protects the intended parents, embryo, and the gestational carrier.
Lawyers, contracts, costs, and thorough health histories are heavily enforced during this process. And for first-time surrogate Laura, married and a mother of 2, she jumped through those numerous legal and medical hoops because she wanted to give another family a chance for a child.
It's so rewarding. It's exciting, and you get a different perspective on life, I think, when you take this journey. Whether you're the surrogate or the partner for the surrogate, for my husband, I think we've grown since this journey.
One of the biggest factors in the legality of the surrogacy is the financial aspect. Gift of Life Agency does compensate surrogates.
If the gestational carrier has 0 experience going through a journey, she gets paid $30. If she has an actual insurance that covers her plan for a surrogacy journey, her compensation goes up to $35,000. And if she's already had a journey before, she gets paid $40, but if her insurance is also friendly, she gets paid $45. So anyway, it varies from $30,000 to $60,000.
In Michigan, surrogacy is illegal. The contracts are specifically prohibited by Michigan Surrogate Parenting Act, MCL, Section 722.851. Yet, in Ohio, gestational surrogacy is specifically permitted by case law in Ohio. Shama says parents in both states deserve a chance. And that's why she's looking for more gestational surrogates in Ohio. And while she loved and feels other women should think about the surrogacy journey, Laura says this isn't for the faint of heart.
You'll have to be a strong-minded individual. Do research. Actually speak to people who have been a surrogate, because reading and versus talking to someone who's gone through it is very different.
She says gestational surrogates grow in their journey.
I already have the mindset that this is not my child. It doesn't have my DNA, although I'm carrying it. And yes, I to this day, I love him like as if he were my own.
She gave birth to a healthy baby boy in June and is already ready to help another family. And that help is needed. Anuja and Maul say fertility can cause a war not only within the relationship, but within yourself.
There was so much hard work and perseverance and dedication and crying and bawling and anger and all of the emotions that you can think of. I read a stat, I believe it was like 1 in 3 couples that go through infertility get divorced. It is, yeah, it's because it's hard. Women and men are so different.
But they stuck through. And 3 years ago, they had their beautiful daughter, Gianna. And this year, welcomed identical twin boys, Kaylin and Niall.
I feel like we both learned about this whole new world out there, you know, about fertility and how it wasn't the end of the road for us, you know.
Now, if you are interested in learning more about becoming a gestational surrogate or want more information on help with infertility issues, both the Gift of Life Surrogacy Agency and the Shah family say that they're actually willing to help. I have posted extra interviews with the Shahs and Gestational Life on our website at WTOL.com. Definitely go ahead and check that out.